What is going on, boys? Welcome back to the Monday Morning Quarterbacks podcast, episode 11, NFL Week 15. It's always tough to get that remembered, but hey, there we go. That's how we're doing, boys. How you guys doing?
I'm doing quite well.
Love to hear it. Okay.
Same.
And I'm actually going to start the TikTok live right at the beginning this time, too. So we're good on that. Good on both. All right, boys. Should we recap Week 14 really quick?
Yeah, let's do it. Except we should skip the Packers.
I'm down for that strat, honestly. I wasn't even going to mention them.
We should not even talk about that game in general.
It's brutal. I mean, we did a pretty good job containing Saquon all game up until that last drive, or the second to last drive. But it's just so frustrating watching the Packers play defense. You're up one, a minute left against a no-name quarterback. And what's the strategy, Joe Barry? What's our strategy? Oh, let's play 20 yards off the line and just let them get in field goal range and win the game. It's crazy. He was playing like we were up like 7. He was playing like we were up a full score. And we had the whole full field to work with. No, we lose on a field goal, Joe Barry, and you're playing 20 yards off. Just letting this guy dink and dunk you and letting them get out of bounds. It's insane. It's just frustrating. J Love looked off the first 3 quarters. Played a solid fourth. Led a possible game-winning drive, which you love to see. But, I mean, yeah.
That was a beautiful touchdown.
Yeah, 2 of them. I mean, that first one was a touchdown.
The one over Christian Watson, too, was good.
Yeah. Same guy caught it on second and third down. He caught a touchdown on second. They called it incomplete, but it was close. I think it was a touchdown, and then go right back to him. Heath.
Are you seasoning something, P? What are you doing?
Tommy DeVito. That's what he's doing. This is Italian Tommy DeVito.
What does that mean?
He doesn't even know what it means. They asked him what it was after the game. He didn't even know.
It's literally just an Italian thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Tommy Cutlets, bro.
You explained it better than he did.
Yeah. Italian. It's an Italian thing.
It's tough. I mean, everything worked out great for us, how we wanted as far as, what happened in the NFC. Teams we wanted to lose lost. And we can't capitalize on what should have been a pretty easy game. That's all right. On the road, I did say I thought that game was going to be tougher than most people thought.
You did say that.
It's weird. We just struggle against bad teams, but we can go in and beat these good teams. I mean, who knows how good these good teams actually are, because the Lions look bad. The Chargers look awful. And
the worst team
and the Chiefs, back-to-back L's. I mean, so how good are these good teams we're beating? Who knows? NFL's weird, man.
It was really upsetting to see the Chiefs not get the call at the end there. I really feel Patrick Mahomes on that one. That was really depressing to see the NFL do that to the Chiefs like that. That was ridiculous. I love nothing more than watching Patrick Mahomes have an absolute meltdown on the sidelines and try to fight a ref because Kadarius Toney doesn't know where the line of scrimmage is. That was magical.
It's honestly crazy. How do you react that way? He did issue an apology, and so did Andy Reid. Both of them have to just feel so stupid, after the game. And Patrick Mahomes is slowly getting in the territory of being hated as much as his own family. People hate Jackson. People hate Brittany. People are kind of coming around on Brittany because of the Taylor effect, but people hated Brittany. And now I kind of see why Mahomes is the people you surround yourself with the most are the people you're going to be like. And Mahomes is getting getting a little crazy. I don't know.
Love to see it. I hope it keeps happening.
Yeah,
I hope Mahomes punches a lady ref in the face on national TV. That would really be the second best thing that could happen this season.
Jackson was one step below that, except a bartender or general manager at a bar.
It's in the DNA. It's in the blood. It's already there. Are the Eagles going to bounce back at some point, or what's going on?
I mean, I tried to tell you guys. I was pretty hot this week pick-wise, and on very tough week. I had the Bills over the Chiefs, and I had the boys over the Eagles, which were probably the 2 biggest games of the week. And, I mean, both. I mean, the Bills just won on a close game, but the Eagles got stomped. I don't want to play Dallas in Dallas.
Dallas is hot.
Dallas 7-0 in Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas is good. Packers own Dallas in the playoffs, though. So
that is true. That is very
not
true.
worried about that.
If there's one team that, like, I would not mind playing Dallas, I'm going to be honest. Like, if we do make the play, let's just make the playoffs first. We technically right now, if the season ended today, we would be in the playoffs, but like 6 and 7 is not very pretty, boys.
It's an ugly one.
Niners rolled against Seahawks again. Niners look tough.
Brock Purdy is great.
Right,
Did you see what Cam Newton said about all the game managing quarterbacks?
I did.
I did not. What did he say?
He named 3 quarterbacks. It was Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, and one other quarterback. Tua.
He said Jared. He said Jared too was on the list.
Did he say Jared too? I remember him saying Tua, Dak, and Brock Purdy are all game managers and they're not talented or something like that.
Wow. Cam Newton knows talent.
He does.
He was really good for like a season and a half.
He's been hanging out with Steve Smith too much. He's convinced he knows everything because he played the position. Even though Steve Smith's kind of been right about all his picks. I don't know about Cam. I don't know if I'm taking that guy's judgment.
I don't know. He seems like he's really down to earth, logical person.
What do you guys think about the Ravens? So the Ravens won in OT against the Rams in a shootout.
Yeah.
Are the Ravens the team to beat in the AFC? Because I was just playing Madden on Twitch and TikTok yesterday, and I had like, give me your Super Bowl prediction. I probably got over 200 Niner Ravens Super Bowl predictions.
The Ravens are the team in the AFC. Until Mahomes pulls out the playoff match, Mahomes has got a little Brady in him where they just win for some reason. So until he pulls that out, the Ravens are the team right now in the AFC.
I don't think so, man. I don't think the Ravens are that good.
They're just all around good. They don't have a weak spot. Like their only weak spot was running back, and then Keaton Mitchell, like out of nowhere, is a pretty decent rookie.
I mean, Stafford and the Rams just dropped 31 on him.
I think when the Rams offense is fully healthy, they might have a top 3 offense in the league.
Their offense is weirdly good, like some weeks, and it's also just terrible other weeks. So it's like hard to say.
If Kyron, Kupp, and Puka are all a go, and Stafford's healthy, they're going to be putting up some points. That was the Super Bowl team, and then they added Puka to it, basically.
Yeah. Still got Donald on D. I'm looking over the other games. Lions. We could talk about the Lions quick. I mean, wow.
Love to see the collapse.
What is going on with them?
That's the only thing that makes me feel better about the Packers is the Lions are collapsing.
You're going to lose by 15 to the Bears, bro? To the Bears? Wow. I was genuinely shocked watching that game. Because, like, it was going just how the first game went. Like, the Bears were kind of dominating throughout. And the Lions showed flashes here and there. And you just knew it was going to get to the fourth quarter and the Lions were going to come back. And the Bears were going to blow it again. But it just didn't happen. And the Lions just couldn't put anything together. It was weird.
Campbell was making his defense watch tape of Justin Fields just running all over the Lions in preparation for this game. And then Justin Fields once again just ran all over the Lions. Yeah. That was hilarious. Is Justin Fields going to be on the Bears next year, or are they trade him to the Steelers?
They're getting Caleb Williams.
Trading him to the Steelers then?
Oh.
A second rounder and George Pickens or something?
Here's the perfect trade for the Bears that works out for both teams. The perfect destination for Justin Fields and the perfect trade for the Bears to go get Caleb Williams. So the Bears are just going to take Williams at the 1, but they're going to trade Justin Fields. Give it to me, boys. Give me a sec. Let me think. I had it. I lost. I had it. There's a perfect trade destination, but I can't think of it.
Not the Steelers?
It's not the Steelers. It's an
NFC
NFC team. It's an NFC team. Oh, no. Thought I had it.
Falcons?
Yeah, it's the Falcons. It's because the Falcons already run the ball so much with Bijan, and there's weapons with Pitts and London. I feel like they could just really commit to the run there. It was the Falcons. Good job. Point for Josh.
Yep. I get an extra point on my record.
Yep. We'll allow that.
Let the record. You should update it live.
Clears. 8 clears.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know if I've just lost my train of thought like that. I think I'm losing it, boys. Long day. Any other games you guys want to touch on? Bengals rolled over the Colts. Jake Browning looked good again. Browns beat the Jags, which P predicted.
Yeah, even though Trevor played, that was not part of the prediction.
That is true. Jets beat the Texans, which I called again. I was on that as well. Only one on the Jets this week.
Stroud went down. Is
Yeah,
Stroud
I
coming
don't know.
back? You guys know?
What'd you say?
Is he out for is Stroud out for a week or is he out for
It's questionable this week.
Good old concussion.
Who else? He doesn't have Tank Dell. Nico Collins got hurt on the first series of that game. I don't think he's
Dalton
coming
Schultz is hurt.
back. Yo, they could be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, they're frauds. They've been frauds. I didn't really like them. I just liked them better than the Jets last week. Not a big Texans supporter. I believe it, I should say.
Interesting.
I think Stroud's good, but the team around him is literally the same team it was last year. Plus a couple of rookies, and the best one got hurt for the year. So.
Are the Broncos a free win in the playoffs, or are they dangerous?
Dangerous.
I think they're a little dangerous too.
I think it really depends who they match up with.
Broncos could low-key, just win the West, right? Chiefs collapse hard enough.
They're a game behind.
That would be crazy. If we have a couple Mahomes meltdowns.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was the one call. I think Mahomes is getting frustrated, about his team's performance. It's not, obviously things are going to boil over in certain instances. I think that was definitely just accumulation of where they're at in their season, just boiling over right there. But
I mean, he's got one receiver on the whole team, and he plays tight end. And then Pacheco was hurt for that game too, I think.
yeah,
So
Pacheco was out.
didn't have an offense.
That play though, I mean, that might have been up there with Randy Moss's lateral backwards. That play would have been up there with the all-time great plays.
They made it seem like it wasn't scripted. They made it seem like that just Travis Kelce just decided to do that.
He
as
did.
He's running down.
He did.
I feel like I can't believe that was an unscripted thing.
I think he's made the wide receivers very aware. If I have the ball in my hands, get behind and be ready to catch it. Because he's done that on multiple occasions. I think everyone's aware on the field around him that he's willing to do that. But I'm pretty sure Andy Reid has also told him not to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Andy Reid said, "Don't do that."
And he thought that pass got tipped when he threw it. Because as soon as he threw it, he was immediately running after it, like it was gonna be a fumble. And he got it through barely. But he said initially when he threw that, he thought it got tipped. And he was going to get the fumble, and he was already thinking what Andy Reid was gonna say to him on the sideline. So it's funny. I mean, he's the only one in the NFL that's been utilizing that laterals are a thing. It's kind of interesting that it's just not a thing. And I think in the future of football, maybe 10 years down the line, it's going to be a more common occurrence than we see now.
There's going to be a team that is terrible, and then out of nowhere, halfway through the season, a new coach is going to take power, and all of a sudden you're just going to see the lateral offense, like the Wildcat took the league over by storm.
Who was the other team that did it this year? They incorporated a play. It was either, I want to say it was the Cowboys, or the Chargers maybe? I think it was the Chargers on a 3rd and 19. They threw a 10-yard pass to Keenan over the middle, and they had a guy on the far right sideline, and Keenan threw it right to him, and he got the first. On a play that just had no chance to get the first. It was designed to lateral. So I mean, we are seeing it more. I mean, you almost never see laterals.
Against the Packers last year? The Lions?
Did it? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, the baby hook and ladder where Amon-Ra caught it and then basically almost handed the ball off to I think it was Khalif in a massive 3rd and 20 or something.
I probably raced that.
Might not have been the Packers game. I do remember that play, but yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
Interesting. All right, boys.
What are
Any
the
last
games
thoughts?
looking like this week?
Yeah.
No
Week
thoughts.
15, boys. We got 1 Thursday nighter, 3 Saturday games.
Let's
I love it.
go.
I like the Saturday games. I'm not gonna lie.
College is done.
Fuck college.
Alrighty, boys. Let's hop into it. We got Chargers at the Raiders Thursday night. Las Vegas is -3. Over under 34.5.
I think this one is the Raiders. Raiders were my dark horse pick, I think 2 weeks ago. Chargers are a travesty of a team right now. Herbert's done for the season. I don't think they're going to have an offense on the field, so Eckler's in a wheelchair. This one should be an easy win unless you get like a Browning situation.
Tough game to pick after watching the Raiders lose a game 3-0.
That's true.
I mean, I think I gotta take the Chargers here, right? Because it's like, I don't know. Their season's over. They're basically just playing with nothing to lose, which makes them more dangerous than the conservative bullshit that they've been playing all year so far. And I don't know. It's gonna be a terrible game. But after watching the Raiders get shut out by the Vikings, I can't pick them.
I forgot that game happened when I picked the Raiders to win this game.
It's tough, honestly. I mean, it's a battle of the bad teams in this game. 2 backup quarterbacks. I'm just gonna ride with the home team. I'll ride the Raiders. I don't have any huge analysis behind it. I think if they are gonna win, I think Devontae's gonna have to play a pretty big role against one of the worst secondaries in the league. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, my big thing is I've always let like things that happen in recent memory affect my picks, which is probably why I do really bad because I like to kind of ride the wave. It's like even though the Raiders just got shut out and lost 3-0, it does not mean that they can't just like drop 30 on the Chargers this week because they do have a bad defense. But
I think that's why betting.
that's my flaw.
I think that's why Vegas does so well in general. Is people are so used to the recency bias and people will over it.
Yes.
And the Vegas is Vegas. Man.
Yeah.
They know.
Money's probably on the Chargers.
They know it, unless you're Hefe trying to solve Vegas, and then you do not know. When you try and figure Vegas out, you lose even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta respect them, but you gotta try not to take advantage of them at the same time.
Yeah,
it's like a first date.
It's like a first date?
Right.
Walk me through that analogy.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some.
Well, you already said it. You gotta respect them, but try not to take advantage of them.
Oh, wow.
No, it's the other. You definitely. Okay. It's the other way around, bro. You're definitely trying to take advantage of some things.
You guys just sound like predators right now.
Not me, yeah. Big P's taking the opposite stance. I said be respectful and don't take advantage.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, Josh said be respectful. Don't take advantage of them. I completely agree.
Yeah, I'm not going to chime in on that conversation. I'm going to leave my way out. Well, we got the Mahomes brothers up top. I'm plotting.
I call Patrick. I want to be Patrick.
Alrighty. Moving on to our second game of the week. We got the Vikings at the Bengals. Bengals are 3-point favorites, over under 40.5.
Bengals are hot. I'm going to keep with the hot hand. Vikings looked atrocious. Who's going to be the quarterback for the Vikings in this game? Do we know?
Nick Mullins got named starter.
Wow. That'll be interesting.
It will be. I agree.
Wow.
I'm still keeping with the Bengals here.
Yeah, Jettas and Jamar. I bet you when they scheduled the Jettas Jamar game, they did not expect it to be Nick Mullins versus Jake Browning. The NFL really wanted Jamar and Jettas like matchup.
It's the Gritty Bowl, bro.
And they're gonna get it. I heard Justin's gonna suit up, but it's another tough one because I revert back to my last thing. The Vikings just won a game 3-0, so I really want to pick against them, and I also want to pick the young quarterback who has been in the kitchen cooking. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go Bengals here too.
All right, boys, we sweep Bengals. I'm gonna ride the Bengals as well. Jake Browning's looked really good. One interesting line from this game is Jay Jettas. Anytime it didn't work out for me last week, But anytime you see Jay Jettis receiving lines in the 60s, how can you not just hammer it? Like, you're telling me Jay Jettis for 66.5 yards isn't going to happen?
How many yards of offense did they have last week?
Couldn't have been a lot. But Jay Jettis is the offense, bro. So
this is true.
It's hard not. And then you got Jamar at like 72.5, which is like seems pretty free as well. I don't know. I took them both over 100. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're both like 4-1 over 100. You're telling me Jay Jettis 4-1? I think it was 4-1 over 125 for Jettis. But yeah, we took it, boys.
Yeah, there it is.
I did a couple crazy bets. I did Jamar over 100, Jettis over 100, Keenan Allen over 100, Devontae over 100. Obviously, Keenan Allen got ruled out. So that'll avoid that part of it. But yeah, we're feeling. I mean, you're giving me lines of 60 on some of these elite receivers. We're gonna try and take advantage. We had an all-time bad beat. This guy from my Discord, who's a big bettor, he had $100 parlay. I'll read it to you, boys. It is probably one of the nuttiest bets I've ever seen. That he threw 100. He bets a lot. I mean, he bets. His unit is 100. He said, but this was his bet. He had Patriots minus 2.5 against the Steelers at plus 250, because the Patriots were big dogs in that game. That hit. He had the Jets minus 3 against the Texans when they were underdogs for plus 228, which hit. And then he had the Cowboys against the Eagles. Cowboys minus 12.5. Plus 310. All three of those hit. And then he had the Giants minus 2.5. It was 100 to win $5,000. And the Giants won by 2. So he lost by half a point. For $5,000.
That's what happens when you pick a team over the Packers. Like
those alt lines will hit you.
It was kind of impressive. He just had that cooked up, and I mean, terrible way to lose it.
Wouldn't you rather just get it destroyed on that one instead of losing it by half a point like that?
I don't know. Losing it by half a point is even more dangerous, because in your head you're like, I'm so sharp, and then you're gonna make more of those, and you're just it's tough. Alrighty, boys. Well, all of us are on the Bengals. Let's hop over to the 4:00 game on Saturday. We got the Steelers at the Colts. Colts minus 1.5, over under 42.5.
This one's tough. Steelers at Colts.
Y'all got it, or you want me to take it?
I can get it. I can get in there. You got it, though, Jake. You got it.
All right. I'm going to take Indy. The Steelers are going to find a way to not make playoffs, and it's going to be so funny. The Steelers are just so bad. I mean, I don't think the Colts are that much better, even though they have the same record at 7-6. These have got to be like the last game we just covered is 2 7-6 teams also that both suck. But like the Bengals don't suck. The Bengals have been fine with Jake Browning, but they have a backup quarterback. So in my mind, it's like Burrow's not there. They suck. They don't suck.
Right.
But that's 4 7-6 teams that I'm just like, they gross me out. I just think they're all not Super Bowl contenders. But I'm gonna ride the Colts. I think the Colts are a better team than the Steelers, and I think the Steelers are just gonna find a way to not make playoffs.
Hey, you wanna go?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm on Indy as well. I think Pitt's wins came when they were winning games when they had no statistical leads over their opponents. So they were winning games really weird, and now they're losing to the Patriots team that might be the worst team in football this year, besides Carolina. They were battling before they beat Pittsburgh. They were battling with Carolina for the 1, and now they're gonna probably get the 2 or 3. But yeah, I think Pittsburgh losing to that team, they're not ready for Indy.
I'm kind of feeling I'm gonna pick the defensive player of the year this week, and TJ Watt. I think TJ Watt's gonna get the victory here.
He's not the defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year
last year, right?
I don't even think he's top 5 in the odds.
Is he not anymore? He was.
No.
Who's top?
I could tell you. I was looking at it the other day.
Maybe the dude from Dallas with 6 picks.
No, I don't even think he was really in it, which was interesting. I got you. I got it right here.
Myles Garrett definitely is in there.
Micah Parsons is 1. Myles Garrett is 2. TJ Watt's 3.
All right, I'm taking
TJ Watt's 6-1 to win it. So, and then it goes Josh Allen, Deron Bland, both 15-1.
Josh Allen, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Jags.
TJ Watt's gonna get a few sacks and jump back up to the #1 spot. Maybe get a turnover. I'm going Steelers.
Why do you love TJ Watt so much?
Because he should be a Packer. That's why. He's a Packer.
I get
He's
it.
a
You're a
gobbler.
Wisconsin fan, bro. We get it.
Yeah, but the Packers also could have easily drafted him. And if I was the GM of the Packers,
It's
TJ Watt would
frustrating.
have been Packer.
Jordan Love would also not be a Packer, and neither would have Aaron Rodgers if we're drafting.
I don't know. I think I would have taken Rodgers.
Yeah. Definitely. All right, we all picked that one. You
Yes,
need
sir.
P on the Colts, Josh is on Pitt. Let's move on to the Broncos-Lions. In Detroit, Detroit's 4-point favorite, over under 47.5.
I'm going to continue the Lions collapse and take the Broncos. I think that would be magical if that happens.
What you got, P?
I don't know, man.
We need the weekly Lions rant on how bad they suck. We need it.
I don't.
It's music to my
I
ears. It
can't-
makes me feel better about the
No,
Packers
I
sucking.
know, but I don't know if I got it in me this week because it's like actually like it's so weird to have a team that is still in the conversation for the 1 seed, but yet could also just like miss playoffs by losing out. Like it's just it's so weird.
Honestly, I think they'd get in if they lost out. That's how bad the NFC is, bro.
They were 9 wins last year, and they didn't.
The Packers are in at 6-7 right now. If they lose out, they still have a winning record. I think they would honestly maybe get in if they lost out.
They might sink.
Minnesota would win the division if they
Mhm.
lost out for sure. And then if Green Bay won, I mean,
There's 4, 6, and 7 teams battling for the wild card right now, or 5, 6, and 7 teams now that the Packers lost, in the NFC battling for the wild card. I don't know. You think one of them's got to get even, right?
right? Some crazy shit's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm gonna pick Detroit. Like, just think that they're gonna like they have to put 4 quarters of football together at some point, right?
You're going Detroit?
Yeah.
I'm also on the Lions.
Oh.
I'm just not I don't know. The Broncos have been good. I'm just not a believer
Yeah.
in the Broncos, man. I'll take the Lions at home in a bounce back game situation.
I mean, they're all every week though. Like they've been losing games they shouldn't have. It's like every week. Right? There's a reason they're 4-point favorites against the Broncos at home. Like who would have thought that we would see a line that short against the Broncos this year? You know, you set the Lions Broncos line like 5-6 weeks ago. It's literally 15 points. So it's crazy.
That's fair. All right, boys. We are on to Sunday. We got the Bucks at the Packers. Packers are 3.5-point favorites, over under 41.5 in a chilly one at Lambeau.
Chilly.
I like cold
It's
games.
34. It's not that cold, but
I like almost cold games. Buccaneers aren't great. I'm going Packers. Packers need to bounce back. We need to do something here after that performance. Anything.
Yeah, take Tampa. Coming off that big win against Atlanta, they get the job done again and go on to win the division.
I'm going to take the Pack. We got to find a way to stop the run. It's frustrating. I'd almost rather give up like big pass plays and commit to stopping the run than just be sitting too high all game and watching them just run all over us. It's so frustrating. We've just been unable to do it, and Joe Barry refuses to make adjustments.
Play off Mike Evans.
I mean, I think Godwin's going to be the guy that Mike Evans is the big play guy for sure, and he'll go up and probably get a tutty. But I think Godwin's going to be the guy that we got to worry about over the middle for like 8 to 10 catches this game.
Baker just doesn't throw the ball to Godwin this year. Baker came in and he's been feeding Mike Evans. Like Mike Evans is
Not
Mike
really.
Evans plus
Godwin had I'd like to
Had
interject.
him.
Godwin had 11 targets last week, and Mike Evans had 6.
I was gonna say I think Godwin has way more catches on this season than Evans.
I don't think so. I've got Godwin on my fantasy team, so maybe I'm just
Catches.
seeing
Catches
him.
wise, I think
I'm-
Mike Evans has more touchdowns and yards.
We should look more touchdowns and yards and catches, or just touchdowns and yards.
Mike Evans has 4 less receptions, or 4 more receptions than Godwin.
Okay.
But there's a 9 touchdown, 300-yard difference. So
Yeah, that's fair. Godwin's the dink and dunk guy. Mike Evans is the big
Yeah.
play guy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna make my pick. This team
on
ran
the
for
pack.
148 on Atlanta. I already made the pick. You're right. I already made Tampa. Never mind.
Yeah, P's on Tampa. Me and Josh are on the pack. Go pack, go baby. Let's get one. And I don't know, man. We just gotta. I think if our offense can just get cooking, we should be fine. Our defense will find stops via penalties and random turnovers. And I think we'll get some good pressure on Baker, which is good. But we just got to be able to take away the run, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. So
I don't think Baker's gonna do what DeVito did. That's for sure. So you got that going for you.
also, why have the Packers not been able to stop a running quarterback in the past, like, my entire lifetime?
Maybe if we spent more first-round picks on defensive players, we could stop it then.
Yeah, it's like the last 17 years we draft a defensive guy in the first round,
And then
and we
and
just
2 quarterbacks.
we just can't contain running quarterbacks. It's impossible.
We've drafted 2 quarterbacks and like 15 defensive players. In the
Dude,
first
Danny
round.
DeVito's over under rushing yards was 17, and this guy just runs for 90 on us.
Yeah, he was
Like,
ripping them.
he wasn't even a running quarterback, bro. We turned him into a running quarterback.
He was ripping them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but hopefully the Pack can get it together and get a big win here to get back to even. And I mean, we go from them to I think we play Carolina the next game on Christmas Eve. Is that the next game already? Yeah, 23rd, 24th. Yeah,
Yeah.
we play Carolina on Christmas Eve our next game. So
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
yeah.
Big Bryson over on rushing.
you'd like to think that would be a free game for us, but I mean, the Packers just refuse to
Never.
make easy games easy. So
Not very easy.
hopefully we can squeak one out against Tampa, put together a good game of football, and get back to even here. All right, boys. Moving on. Bears, Browns in Cleveland. Cleveland's a 3-point favorite, over under 38.5.
Browns are tough. They just keep winning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chicago.
I think y'all been opposite almost every pick.
Good.
Y'all been opposite a lot.
Opposite last week.
You went Cleveland, P. Josh went Chicago.
No, other
I
way
went-
around. Other way around.
Okay.
I'm on
Ja-
Chicago. I think their defense. I just saw a stat since Sweat showed up that they're number 5 now, right as of right now, like just in everything, and that Fields is still Fields. I mean, he's gonna overthrow receivers, but he's getting the job done recently, and Cleveland's got Joe Flacco, which he just threw for 300, but it's fucking Joe Flacco.
Is Joe Flacco even starting?
Yeah, they
Isn't
say
that
he's
just-
starting the rest of
okay.
the year.
Well, I was confused because
Yeah.
they moved him back down to the practice squad or something weird
Yeah,
happened.
but they announced him starting the rest of the year.
Okay,
I think they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's good. I was just confused. I haven't been watching too much of the news this week,
Yeah.
honestly.
He threw 300 and won a game. You kind of have to start the guy now.
I agree. I'm on Cleveland. That's what I had written down. I feel confident. I mean, if Joe Flacco's going to put up points, I don't think he's going to have to put up many points in this game. Bears defense has looked really good. And Fields has looked better he's looked better,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, you can't say that much. Fields is like, you got to force Fields to throw the ball to beat you. And I think Cleveland's going to do
Right.
that.
Such a weird line though. Cleveland home -3. It's not very.
Yeah.
You'd think Cleveland should be more favored than 3 points at home.
Definitely.
But
8-5 versus 5-8. Cleveland's 6-1 at home.
Right.
Bears are 2-5 on
just
the road.
doesn't add up. Yeah, it's
The
weird.
math's not mathing. All right, boys. We got the Texans at the Titans. Titans are 2.5-point favorites. Over under 38.5.
This one's close. If the Texans were healthy, I'd pick the Texans, but I think I'm kind of leaning Titans on this one. another after Will Levis did to the Dolphins. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
hard to pick. Hard to pick against that.
yeah. I'm with
We don't know if
Josh on this
Stroud's
one.
playing either.
Yeah, well, the Texans have a lot of questionable players. I mean, Stroud being the big one, but I mean, even if they were healthy, I'd be inclined to pick Tennessee after how he had them looking in the final 3 minutes of that game. You know, it looked like he finally was in command of the offense. He looked like he was garnering the respect of the coaching staff and players. I think he's like kind of becoming the like undoubtable leader there. Whether that means they're going to win the game or not, who knows? But I'm gonna ride that energy that they got off that Miami one to win at home against the division rival who thinks that they're going to go to the playoffs even though they're not. So
I'm on the opposite side as you boys. I'm gonna take the Texans. I think Stroud has to play. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't. And
yeah, well, he's got to clear protocol
yeah,
first. It's
such
not like it's not
yeah,
like
I
a pain
know,
thing.
I know,
Yeah,
but he'll find a way to play. So let's be real here. These guys, I mean,
They're gonna
you
give him
think
another
Rodgers
test.
is really clearing concussion protocol if it's like NFC Championship game? Like he gets concussed the week before. You think he's clearing protocol? You think it matters if he's clearing protocol? Is what I mean. I mean, it's not that situation of a game, but I think he'll play, and I think the Texans are going to be fine. I think the Titans are going to be the Titans. The Titans love to do this flip flop thing. The Titans refuse to get wins
do.
after a win. They just refuse to get wins after a win.
I don't like momentum.
They're a 5-8 team that could legitimately win out and still not make playoffs. I don't think they have a ton to play for. I think their season's dead. Give me the Texans on the road.
But you play passionately to fuck up your rivals. You just do.
And Levis is very passionate. I'll give him that.
Oh my god,
That dude
I
cares.
just loved that. I mean that team was 4-8. Like he knows he's on a 4-8 team, bro. He just wanted to go fucking knock the Dolphins off their high horse, and he fucking did that. So I like that. Exciting. I like when I see passion out of players like that. Win or lose, he earned my respect as a fan watching that performance. So.
Imagine being a Dolphins fan and watching
that. Yeah.
Stuff.
All right. Next year they're gonna ban. I was reading something before this. They're gonna ban that hip tackle that Tyreek got hurt on.
That's
Too many people are getting hurt on it. Yeah.
I didn't even see it, to be honest. I was watching the Packer game, so.
They banned it.
Yeah, but it's a hip drop tackle. It's like a.
You get him around the hips and you just drop your body basically to bring him down.
Yeah, like you basically you
what
drop
took out
your
Mark
hip. Yeah, you like drop your hip like into their like behind their knees.
It's almost like a wrestling move.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's how the DBs can make a tackle on the running backs.
Yeah, it's like a leverage thing. It's like how smaller guys can take down bigger guys. Yeah.
I don't think it should be banned. I think a tackle's a tackle at some point. I get it. People are. I mean, at some point, we're gonna be playing flag football here, man.
I know. Right. We gotta get rid of turf if you're gonna argue like too many injuries, because it's like we got literal dudes getting hurt just walking on football fields or running on football fields, like non-contact. Like get rid of turf if you're worried about player health. But
I agree. All right, boys. Speaking of the Dolphins, we go to Miami. Jets versus the Dolphins. Dolphins are 8.5-point favorites. Over under 37.5.
I'm going.
Are the Jets 100% out of it?
No. I think they had an 18% chance. Is the number I heard.
Can Rodgers play this week, or would it be next week?
No, it's Christmas Eve is the game he would play.
If they lose this game, they're probably done, right?
Yeah, if they would be 5-9. It would just be over. Yeah.
I want to take the Dolphins because they're better, but I just need to see a Rodgers Christmas Eve comeback. So I'm going to ride with the Jets here.
Yeah, I'm riding with Jake pick last week. I mean, Jake's been saying Rodgers in the script. I mean, you can ride the recency bias too. Jets scored 30 points with Zach Wilson last week against, a team in the Houston Texans who had a good defensive performance before last week and then just couldn't show up. And then you got a Dolphins team losing to a 4. I mean, lots of recency biases for this one telling me to pick Jets over Dolphins. But yeah, I'm gonna go Jets.
Zach Wilson.
I hate that you boys. I wanted to be the only one on the Jets again. But I'm riding
Nah,
Jets. I believe
the
in the
recency
mission.
bias.
They honestly have such a good They have probably one of the best defenses in the NFL too that people just forget about.
That's a fact.
And if Zach
Yes.
Wilson can just get points on the board, he's gonna make it a game. Give me the Jets to upset them and keep the hope alive.
Brennan Williams is the most double-teamed defensive lineman in the NFL. They said.
He might be
know,
one of
he's
the
nasty, though.
least talked about players like this year. Like he was talked a lot just because of Hard Knocks. He was talked about more so than he has been in the past. But that dude is a dog, bro. He is so good.
Yeah, he's so good. I agree.
Alrighty, boys. We get to move on to the Chiefs at the Patriots. Chiefs are only 7.5 point favorites, over under 37.5 in Foxborough. Patriots are 1-6 at home.
I would love to see the Chiefs keep collapsing, but I don't know how. I don't know how they lose this game. I guess so. I'm taking the Chiefs, but
Just
I'm
sweep
kind
it,
of
boys.
feeling-
Just sweep it.
I'm feeling a collapse again.
It's an easy one. Take your layup.
Oh, it's easy.
It's easy.
It's easy.
You got an angry Mahomes, bro, against one of the worst teams in the NFL.
No, you don't have an anger. You have a fucking whiny little cry-rate bitch, Mahomes. That's different than anger. What anger is Will Levis. Down 16 or 14, 13. He was down 13. That's anger. What Mahomes did was some crybaby pussy shit. Yeah, I'm going to take the Chiefs.
You're really hyping yourself up there to take. It's just toying with us. Yeah, I'm on the Chiefs. I think it's easy. I mean, 7.5 is interesting there because I feel like that just sounds so free.
Definitely take the points. Yeah, or give the points.
Giants at Saints. Saints are 6 point favorites, over under 39.5.
Eric Carr doesn't really exist as a quarterback anymore. I kind of want to ride the DeVito hype that just happened. But the Saints have a much better defense than the Packers. In my head, at least they do.
Oh, that's not true.
I think I'm going to take the Giants. I think the Saints do have a lot better defense than the Packers. Pretty sure.
No, they don't.
Pretty sure they do.
Tell him, P. Get him, P.
Just stop it. Yeah, I'm gonna go DeVito too. First undrafted quarterback to win 3 games in a row. I don't know if it's I think it's as a rookie is the stat. I gotta imagine there's an undrafted player that did it before, but maybe not. Either way, dude's crazy, and he's gonna win 4 in a row.
Boys,
It's not pretty.
DeVito's not going on the road in New Orleans, one of the toughest environments to play in a must-win game for the Saints. It's not happening. The Saints, honestly, the Saints could play Taysom Hill at quarterback for all it matters, bro. It doesn't matter who's playing quarterback for the Saints. The Saints are just better. Kamara, feed the man. 3 tutties from Kamara this week. Not 1, not 2. 3 tutties for Kamara. Lock it in, boys. Give me the Saints at home. I think that's easy. I'm shocked you're both on the Giants.
I don't know. Maybe it's the recency bias.
You're just giving me the trophy, bro. We didn't even go over the records. Let's go over the records quick, boys. While I'm yapping.
While you're yapping?
I'm 101-59 in my picks. Josh is
Over
5
100.
games behind at 96-64. Then we got Connor, 93-67. Should we even mention Connor and Jeff? Like, these guys are just basically not even on the pod anymore. We'll just jump to P. P is 87-73, which is 14 games behind me, 9 games behind Josh. But, so you're saying there's a chance? Crazier things have happened.
We should make Jake pick first on the last week if he's still winning, so we can have an opportunity to jump opposite games and catch up.
That's fair. I'll pick first whenever you boys want. I just go with the flow.
Maybe that's what's been happening. Jake's picking last every time.
I have my picks set already coming in, so doesn't matter what y'all say. All right, y'all just gifted me a free win with the Saints over the Giants. Y'all both took the Giants. Let's move on. Falcons at Panthers. You guys rocking with the Panthers here or what?
Nah. Falcons.
It's only a 3-point. Atlanta's a 3-point favorite, over under 34.5.
Falcons.
Do not love that line. That line scares me a little bit. Only 3?
The Panthers are gonna. Well, I guess they don't have their first round pick, so I guess it doesn't matter. I still take the Falcons.
Matters for second, third rounds.
Yeah, for second, third rounds. Yeah.
What you got, P?
I got Falcons. Yeah,
Oh, you got the Falcons?
That one.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Panthers. Yeah. Jake, you're taking Panthers?
No, I'm on Atlanta too.
Very far away from that mess.
I predicted the Panthers 1 win of the season, and I got out. Never again.
Yeah, I started following Connor and was just like, I'm not picking the Panthers the rest of the year. I'm good on that.
All right, we're on to the 4 o'clock games, boys. On Sunday, we got the Commanders at the Rams. Over under 50.5. Rams are 6.5-point favorites.
I got Rams. When the Rams are humming, they're humming.
Yeah, I got Rams too.
We all ride Rams.
I like Sam Howell statistically, but he doesn't finish the job, you know?
Sam Howell is a very good stat quarterback, but he's not a very good quarterback.
Right. I mean, yeah, he's like Jameis that year in Tampa, where he's like leading the NFL in passing attempts, but then again, he's also like top 3 in yards because he's thrown the ball 700 times. It's just like, it's so funny.
Yeah, he is not good. I like kind of thought he might be good because I've just like seen his stats every week and he's just putting up numbies. But then I'm realizing he's down like 14 or 10 coming back every week, throwing the ball every play. And he's got some like weapons on the team too. So
yeah, the script.
Yeah, he's not great. Speaking of not great, we move on to Brock Purdy. We got the Niners at the Cardinals.
Damn.
Niners are 12.5-point favorites, over under 47.5. Take it away, Brock Purdy believers. What we got?
Easy Brock Purdy. This could be Brock Purdy's signature MVP game where he throws 5 touchdowns.
Easy.
This one's easy.
Easy.
5 touchdowns with Christian McCaffrey this week.
Easy.
I'm taking San Fran as well. I think it might not be as close as we think.
Say easy. Easy.
I think it's going to be closer than we think is what I mean to say.
So not easy.
I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think it's going to be I don't think the Niners are going to be like in trouble of losing the game, but I think it's going to be like a 3 to 7 point win. That's what I'm thinking.
So easy.
Sounds like they're in trouble.
I don't think they're going to be like in trouble throughout the game, but I think it's going to be like close. I think the Cardinals might be down like 10 to 14 with like 2 minutes to go and go put in a touchdown and kick an onside and not get it. Type game. That's what I'm thinking. I think they cover. That's what I'm getting at.
Interesting.
This is we got 2 of the best games probably on the slate the next 2 games. This is my personal probably favorite game of the week because I've been riding both these teams for a minute. We got the Cowboys at the Bills. Bills are 2.5-point favorites, over under 50.5.
Wow. I'm surprised the Bills are favored.
Same.
I got the boys in this game. Boys are good. Boys are good. Josh Allen turns the ball over. Boys are good.
It's an entertaining game for sure, but I mean, fuck that Dallas offense. Crazy, man.
You taking the Bills here?
That's all we get out of you boys. I barely can even punch in Dallas on both your names, and we're done already. Already on to me.
It's easy.
I don't think it's easy, bro. I'm taking the Bills at home in
Yeah.
a very important game again for them. This game does matter to the Cowboys, possibly to come back and win that division over Philly. So I mean, it's a huge game for both teams. But the Bills just need it more from a sense of they're trying to get in the playoffs, where the Cowboys know they're in the playoffs already. And the Cowboys struggle on the road. The Cowboys are 3-3 this year on the road and haven't beaten a team over 500 on the road. 0-3. Those are their 3 losses, all against teams that were over 500. And if you look at the Bills' record down there, it's 7-6. I'm no mathematician here, but I'd say that's a winning record, boys. And Dallas doesn't win on road against winning record teams.
Is it gonna be cold and snowy?
What do you call the
36,
Seattle game?
no snow.
What do you call the Seattle
So it's
game?
gonna be cold.
You kind of pulled me over a little bit. I kind of want to switch it to the
Seattle's
Bills,
6
but
and 7.
Yeah,
I'll
but they
stick.
weren't when they beat them in Seattle. Come on, what are you trying to play here?
They're currently not over 500.
Yeah, and the Bills might currently not be a winning team at the end of the year. What are we talking about? We're talking
That's
about
what
when
I'm
they
saying.
played.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Current records. I'm talking now. You're talking weeks ago. You're
I'm
talking
about
practice?
when they played, bro.
You're talking about practice?
Like, practice.
Brock Purdy's better than Josh Allen. What's the next
That's
game?
insane.
Move it on. Let's
You
go.
just can't be real.
Lock it in.
What's the
Lock
next
it in.
game?
I'm podcasting with NPCs. Next
Tommy
game.
DeVito's better than Brock Purdy.
What'd you say?
Tommy DeVito is better than Brock Purdy.
Yeah. Okay, I'll accept that one. Yeah, that's fair. All right, we got the Ravens at the Jags. Ravens are 3-point favorites, over under 42.5.
All the Ravens do is win. They're gonna keep winning.
Jags win these. Jags actually win these.
Fully healthy Trevor maybe makes a little difference.
Josh, your and my picks are so different this week. You
Yes.
could legitimately get your 5 games back on me if all goes right. But
You've
you're
been
on the
picking
wrong
against the
side of all
Ravens.
5 games.
I feel like you've been picking against the Ravens a lot this season.
I have been. I'm not a Ravens believer.
No, I'm
They keep
not
winning.
either. You're,
They're 10-3. They've lost 3.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I
they've
pick them
won
in the
10.
easy games. I picked them last week, and it wasn't
Jags
even
aren't
an easy game.
Talib, Jags aren't an easy game.
And this is not an easy game.
There you go.
I got the
Talib.
Jags. I got the Jags at home.
Let's go.
Even though the Ravens,
Time in Duval.
the Ravens are 5-1 on the road. Jags are 3-4. So the Jags have actually struggled at home, 3-4.
Yeah. And we lost prime time.
But you get Lawrence more healthy than he was last week.
Facts.
And I think the Ravens are frauds, man. I just don't believe in the Ravens this year. I just don't have it in me. So
Facts.
I'm gonna continue to pick against the Ravens.
Good.
Take the over though. Definitely take the over, whatever it is.
42.5. Yeah, that's a pretty low over/under. I feel like for that game.
42.5. Definitely take the over.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Jags though.
Yep. Me and P are on the Jags. Josh is on the Ravens. Speaking about birds, let's move into Monday Night Football. We got 2 bird teams. We got the Eagles at the Seahawks. Philly's a 4-point favorite, over under 47.5.
Eno's questionable, right?
He is.
Not sure.
I
No
think
comment.
I'm taking the Eagles here.
Cinnamon.
We'll see if they kill me for the 3rd week in a row.
Man, does anyone know that dude that's been saying? Is it David? It's David Carr, right? Who's been saying
Yeah.
that Jalen Hurts
He's-
shit? Yeah,
They're saying the
I
bench.
agree.
That's
They
so
will
crazy.
lose this game, and we will see Marcus Mariota.
The only
in
way you
this
see
game.
Marcus Mariota is if it's a blowout or he gets hurt.
Seattle's in. Give me lock in Seattle. Ship it.
Wow.
Jalen Hurts fraud. Mariota talk is
See, I've
getting
been
louder.
I've been saying Eagles frauds all season.
No, I was been against the Eagles a lot this year too.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of games on the Eagles.
There's one
You got-
person in the world that's saying to bench Jalen Hurts, and you're just like, I'm
Now
not
there's
with
two.
it.
Now there's two.
Now there's 2. Now there's 2. Yep. It's a very exclusive club.
You got to know when to pick against Philly, and this isn't one of those games.
You say so.
Give me Philly. Philly's good against bad teams, and Seattle's a bad team.
Seattle played hard against Dallas and hard against San
They do.
Fran.
They
Seattle
will play
played a
teams
game.
hard, but I
Yeah,
don't.
but those
Played a
are
harder
rivals.
game against San Fran than Philly.
Those were
did. Philly
division.
got fucking collapsed.
They've
bro.
played 7 teams really hard, and they've lost 7 games.
Yeah,
played
well,
They can
Those
play
are
games all they
games.
want. If they can't clear it out in the end, I don't care if Philly wins by a point.
They're not going to. Dude, what did we just say? It's going to be like 21-3 at half. They're going to be talking Mariota talk.
Did you guys get my code word? Thank you. I had a
What was
code word for Kaylee. She's watching on TikTok. I was like, if I say the word cinnamon, bring me another drink. I just randomly sprinkled in the cinnamon. And
Nah, I'm not
Damn,
listening
boys.
to you. I'll be
Well,
honest.
I definitely missed the cinnamon word on there.
it was right when we started talking about this game. You guys were both talking, and I just went cinnamon. And then
What are you drinking?
a drink just it's I've never had these. I never bought them, but I'd always seen them. It's the Smirnoff Ice screwdrivers.
Interesting.
They're pretty good. Big orange juice guy.
We love OJ.
So what were our picks on this? Me and P went Philly. We all went Philly?
No.
Me and
No, I
Josh
was
went
on
Philly.
Seattle.
P went
Yeah.
Seattle. All right.
Right.
The Hawks.
That wraps
The
up our
Hawks.
picks.
Give me the Hawks.
How we feeling, boys? We feeling pretty confident going into this week?
I think so. Feeling confident in my picks. Feeling confident in fantasy football. It'd be an easy week this week.
I'm definitely getting like 4. I'm going like 4 and 12 or whatever. 4 and 15. No, that's bad math. 4 and 11. 4 and 13.
Something.
That's the
4 and
right.
something.
4 and 4 and something. I'm
You guys-
winning 4.
You guys definitely got some ground to make up.
We can do it this week. We're all picking different.
You definitely could do it this week because I'm very different than you guys. I feel like most of the picks, which I feel like we've been kind of riding together for the most part. Last week we rode against on all the games that hit for me, which was big. Like the games I took separate last week all hit, and that's where I got it. I think you were within 2, and I got 3 games on you last week, Josh. So that separated us quite a bit, but
Unfortunate.
they're hyping up your hair in the chat, Big P, in the TikTok chat. They said,
Let's go.
Someone whose username I can't even see, it's like blacked out. It just says, why Big P looking like a snack right now? And then Bryce is hyping you up too.
Oh, no.
Let's go. My bad, TikTok chat. Whenever we're doing the pod, I just don't even have the chat up. I'm just like looking at the games and the lines and stuff. But it's good to come back and see that we actually had some chats tonight from the boys. Love that. You boys got anything to add before we wrap up for the week? Any bold predictions? Any lines you really like? Any bets you're gonna sprinkle some of the cash onto?
I got a cinnamon sprinkle. If I'm gonna, are we allowed to predict injuries? Is that still allowed?
Are you trying to summon a drink?
I'm trying to get Kaylee to bring me a drink.
That's gonna be a long drive, but hey, I wouldn't put it past her.
I'm gonna predict an injury. Is that okay? Is everyone okay with that?
Sure.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler
No
Murray
no
injury
way.
prediction. Wow.
No way.
Hate
I
to
was
say it.
actually going to say that while
I feel
making this
bad.
pick.
I feel bad doing it, but it's
No,
gonna
happen. Lock
Yeah,
it
I
in.
know.
It's
I feel
actually
bad.
going to be an ACL. People are going to be talking about it if it's a career ender.
I
Wow.
might retire and start streaming Call of Duty full time.
Yep.
Gotta respect that. How do we feel, boys, about getting some guests on the pod? Bryce said he wants a
Yeah, we
feature.
need
I know
to.
Sawyer said he wanted a feature.
Yeah, I mean,
Should we start
since
mixing
we
in
just dropped-
some guests and
Yeah.
stuff? If it's just us three, I think it's pretty easy
since we're
to.
only 3.
Even if we just
Oh,
get a
yeah.
guest on for like 10, 15 minutes, get a little segment in, they can do whatever they want. They can
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about a game they want, or they can bring whatever
We
they
can do
want
a-
to the pod.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
cool
mean,
with that.
Connor and Jeff are both completely useless on the podcast as contributors, so we might as well add a
We don't
guest in.
speak their names here. Take their names off the screen up here.
Honestly,
They
I
don't
think we
even get
should.
picked. They don't even get picked.
I should only put whoever's on the pod, like their picks up there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fair.
They don't even get picks.
I
I don't even care if they text them.
got some bets for you boys that I like this week.
Okay, lock it in. Let's lock it in.
We got Devontae Adams over 65.5 yards.
Definitely gonna
Okay.
hit.
Justin Jefferson over 73.5.
Hit.
Take him over a hundo. Do that. Just do that too. Jamar Chase over 63.5. You're giving me these star like top 5 wide receivers in the league for 63
Chase
yards. For
the Jamar Chase one
63
makes
yards,
no
Jamar might get that in one play.
I don't know why. I don't know where the 63 is coming from. I get the Justin Jefferson one, but the Jamar Chase one's crazy.
I got the Jets +9 against Miami.
Like that.
Sprinkle some money line on there too, boys. I think the Jets would probably just win that.
Cinnamon.
We're all on the Jets. I got Atlanta money line against Carolina -165. You're gonna have to pair that up with one of these other legs. Get some plus money on there. We don't bet negative money. We don't do it, boys. We just sprinkle with something else.
You could just give more points.
Yeah.
You could literally do Atlanta -10. Probably be juicy.
Could do that. Could do that. Houston money line against Tennessee is plus money, plus 115.
I'd wait until he gets ruled out to bet that. If I'm betting Houston, I'm just
Yeah.
waiting.
Well, if he gets ruled in though, that's gonna flip too. So
Nah,
you don't think so?
I think they're assuming. I don't. Maybe. What do you think the line is set with him being out? Is that what you're saying?
I think it's set intermediate with it could flip either way.
That's what
makes
either way. We'll see. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was a really good take.
I love it. Jamison Williams anytime touchdown plus 400.
Stay away. From
And we're
that.
not even gonna do that, boys. We're gonna parlay that with Jamison Williams over
plays like
50 receiving
15%.
yards at plus 410 for plus 1600, boys.
He gets rushes though.
He does get rushes.
No.
All it takes is
He
one
had
big
one
catch
target, but-
and a touchdown. One big catch and a touchdown for plus 1600, boys.
The team just scored 13 points against the Bears. We'll chalk the whole fucking offense.
And-
Don't take
and
any
they-
touchdowns.
Dan Campbell was on record saying we need to get this guy the ball more after this week.
So
It's he's gonna get the
you
ball
think
more.
Dan Campbell's on record saying, "I hope we lose to the Bears"? I mean, he says a lot of shit
Did he say
that
that?
doesn't come true. No, I'm saying just because he says it,
I'm not picking up what you're putting down. He didn't say that.
Dude's a liar, bro.
He said he's gonna bite a kneecap. He never bit anyone's kneecap.
Yeah.
You don't know
called
that.
This team gritty. They looked really fucking gritty against the Bears. Holy shit.
I mean,
And
I'm
it
no
looks really
Lions
gritty
believer.
against the Packers.
I'm just taking one guy to
And
get
they
a
looked
touchdown, boys.
really gritty.
You're acting like
I
I'm
know,
like all hail Lions.
Nah,
I'm a Lions downfall
Yeah,
more than
but
you
when
guys.
you get shut out, you're gonna be like, "Oh no, I lost money." It's like, bro, I tried.
It's
to tell you
16 to 1, P. It's not like I'm putting the house on it, bro. I'm gonna sprinkle like $3 on that boy, and I'm gonna clear 50.
Dude, go bet on John Mechie instead. He's the same fucking player. He's gonna be on the field more. You got better
I don't
bets.
mind it.
You got-
I don't mind
got
the
better
Jameson
bets.
Williams touchdown. I would be
Nah,
more surprised if Jameson Williams gets more than 3 catches. versus
Pete,
just
you
getting-
cook something up that's plus 1600. I cook that up, and if one of them hits, we got to do some type of punishment for the other.
Okay.
You get in the lab, P. Let's see what you cook up. That's what I'm cooking up at plus 1600.
1600.
Punishment,
We'll do a
I got
little
the
fun
punishment.
wager. If I lose, I'll copy P's haircut. If P loses, he's got to shave it. Bald. I'm not just talking buzz. I'm talking
I mean,
bald.
I was. Yeah.
loser has to eat 6 bananas on stream.
6 bananas.
That
Yeah.
just sounded so gay.
What? Bananas?
This guy's trying to watch us eat bananas, bro. What's this guy cooking up?
I don't know how y'all are eating bananas.
Me and P are cooking up parlays. Josh is trying to get us to eat bananas on stream.
It's gonna be a good punishment. I think it's a good punishment.
What's going on? Absurd.
So was that
You
a
can
same
cut
game?
'em- you can cut them up.
Yeah, it was the same game parlay.
Okay. I got you. I'm coming in hot.
You don't have to do the same game though. It just has to be a parlay.
I can't even.
You don't have. Are you cooking it up right now? Are we gonna be in the lab right here live?
I don't think they have the player stuff on here yet. Yeah,
What are you
they
on?
don't.
The Mechie one.
DK.
That Mechie one.
Yeah,
Well-
I was gonna do Mechie. They don't have player. They just have like game props and team totals. They don't have players yet.
Do Mechie and Jets.
Did you hear what I said? They don't
Totally
have
agree.
player props yet. They don't have player props yet on the Houston game on DraftKings.
Why don't you just take Mechie?
You keep saying that. I'm trying. Let me go
Just
look
take
at,
'em,
look
bro.
at, look at.
You wanted him so bad, just take him.
I'm giving him to you, bro.
You're trying to sub in options that aren't even available, bro. You're telling me to take
You're telling-
Mechie. I can't.
Bet. See what they got. Good. We can end the pod if we need to.
I'm good. Are you boys good? You got anything else?
I'm good.
Good.
All right. Thank you, boys, for watching. Love you guys. Make sure you guys like and sub. We're at 23 subs. Can we get it to 24?
I was saying let's aim for 25.
Can we get it to 24, boys? 25? 25 by next pod?
Dude.
Thoughts?
I think 25.
25 subs by Christmas, and I'll eat an entire advent calendar. next.
Advent calendar of what? Or just the
The
physical
cardboard
calendar?
Like I'll eat the little chocolates from every day, bro. What do you? I didn't realize it was like that hard for you to
Dude,
follow the train of thought.
Kaylee got me a Reese's Advent calendar, and we every single day except one so far. And what are we? We're 13 days into December. Every single day has been 4 Reese's Pieces, 4 in like a tiny little
Jeez.
packet. 12 out of the 13 days, and the
We're
other day
dying
was
out here.
one mini cup.
Wow.
Wow.
Just straight
Wow.
scammery from the Reese's. Unfortunate. But love you boys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you boys back next week for pod number 12, week number 16.
R.I.P. Kyler Murray.
Yeah.